BTS News Today. In South Korea's entertainment world that continues to develop rapidly and colorful, the BTS name has always been a magnet that draws public attention around the world. Every step taken by its members always reaps admiration and incredible love from ARMY, as their loyal fans call them. But today, there is one name that is the center of the spotlight and makes millions of pairs of stunned eyes, namely Jungkook. The idol, known as the Golden Magne, once again showed how much he loves his fans with an unexpected, unusual, and truly astonishing action. Jungkook stood on top of an SUV just to greet and amaze his fans who had been waiting for him since the morning. This incident took place outside a location that from the beginning has been a gathering point for BTS fans. Although the weather was not very friendly, with cloudy clouds swirling and cold winds piercing the skin, the ARMY remained afloat. They came with banners, light sticks, and great hopes to briefly meet their idols, even if only from a distance. No one expected that Jungkook, who has always been known for being friendly, warm, yet not too fond of flaunting himself dramatically in public, would do something so epic and feisty that day that a black SUV appeared to approach slowly amid the orderly crowd. The fans who noticed his arrival immediately raised their cameras, shouting Jungkook's name excitedly, but still maintaining the discipline and manners they always uphold. The SUV stopped not far from the guardrail, and a moment later the rear door opened. From inside, Jungkook's figure came out with a bright smile on his face, wearing a black hoodie, ripped jeans, and black boots that added a mysterious and alluring impression. But what happened next was completely beyond everyone's expectations. After briefly waving his arms and bowing politely, Jungkook slowly climbed up the side of the SUV. He treads carefully over the vehicle, keeping his balance very gracefully. When he managed to stand upright on the roof of the SUV, the atmosphere instantly changed. Amazed screams filled the air. Fan cameras simultaneously light up like thousands of flashes of stars in the night sky. Jungkook stood with one hand in the air, waving vigorously and giving an air kiss towards the fans who crowded the venue. The media spotlight that was also on the scene immediately captured this rare moment. In an instant, images and videos of Jungkook standing gallantly on top of the SUV spread widely throughout the world. It didn't take long before the hashtag Jungkook on SUV became a global trending topic on various social media platforms. Soldiers from various countries voiced their admiration passionately. "He's not just an idol, he's a living legend," wrote a fan from Brazil. Jungkook literally said, "If you can't see me, I'll make sure you will," another wrote. What Jungkook did was not just a spontaneous act or a gimmick. It was a sincere form of love, a direct confession to his fans that they are the reason he continues to stand on the harsh stage of life. In a video clip uploaded by a fan, Jungkook's voice is heard saying, "I can't just sit and wave my hand out of the window. You've been waiting a long time. This is for you." The moment not only shook the hearts of the ARMY, but also attracted the attention of the public who may not be too familiar with BTS in depth. Many were moved to see how Jungkook, who is the youngest member of the group, grew into a mature male figure who is not only visually handsome, but also has a big heart and such deep concern for his fans. Some media observers even called this action one of the most effective forms of emotional communication in the relationship between artists and fans that has ever happened in the K-pop world. Behind this incident, there is a deeper story that deserves to be revealed. A staff member from HYB's agency, who did not wish to be named, said that Jungkook does think highly of his fans. He knew many of them had come from far away, some even staying overnight for the chance to meet him. Jungkook felt he had to do something more than just show up and wave. "He wants to give you unforgettable memories," he said. Not only that, witnesses also reported how Jungkook kept making sure no one was injured or pushed in the midst of the euphoria. He had asked everyone to calm down and keep their distance, even signaling to security not to push fans too close. His self-care and control in such situations really demonstrate outstanding leadership qualities. After about 3 minutes of standing on top of the SUV, Jungkook slowly descended back down with the help of the staff. He bowed deeply again, gave a love greeting with a hand gesture, then got into the car. The SUV then slowly moved away, leaving a wave of emotion rolling in the chest of every fan present there. The reaction from other BTS members was no less interesting. Sometime later, Taeyong aka V posted a short Insta story with the caption, "That kid is crazy but sweet face with tears of joy #proud." While Jimin just wrote, "Ouch." Jungkook, with a smug face emoji. Suga, who is known to be the calmest, only posted one word, Jungkook, accompanied by a blur photo of Jungkook from the incident, which certainly immediately made fans laugh. Armies from around the world then began to create digital artwork, poetry, and even edit videos in memory of this legendary moment. Many likened Jungkook to the hero in the film, standing on a vehicle as if about to lead a revolution of love and devotion to his fans. There is also an illustration of Jungkook standing on an SUV against the background of a starry sky, making him like a modern mythological god who came down to the world to show his love for his people. This story didn't just end up as a viral moment. It became a symbol of the strength of the relationship between BTS and ARMY that was never ordinary, never dry, always full of surprises and warmth. For many, what Jungkook did that day served as a reminder that behind the fame, hectic schedule, and glittering stage lights, there is a young man who never forgets who brought him this far. The entertainment world is often filled with stories about the distance between idols and fans. But Jungkook, with one step up on the SUV, has destroyed that distance and replaced it with a bridge built on gratitude and love. It's no wonder that many say that what Jungkook did that day will go down as one of the most iconic moments in BTS history, even in K-pop history as a whole. And in the midst of all this praise and adulation, Jungkook is still Jungkook. He returned to his routine, trained hard, created music, and greeted his fans in a simple but meaningful way. But for those who witnessed firsthand that day, the moment when Jungkook stood on top of the SUV was not something simple. It was a grandiose, bold, and unforgettable declaration of love. As time passes and BTS continues to move forward towards a more glorious future, moments like this become emotional fuel that strengthens their bond with fans. Jungkook has shown that true idols are not just about how they shine on stage, but also how they light up the hearts of those below them with a single footstep on the roof of an SUV and a million loves scattered through the air. Even after the SUV carrying Jungkook disappeared from view, the atmosphere at the location still felt like magic. The fans stood with teary eyes, some laughed happily, some hugged their fellow soldiers around them, and some just stood silently staring at the sky, trying to process what they had just witnessed. In a world that is often heavy and stressful, such moments become an emotional oasis for many. Jungkook doesn't just give greetings or fan service. He gives memories, and those memories will be taken home by every fan, much more meaningful than just photos or videos. Not long after the incident, Korean and international media began releasing article after article containing various interpretations of the meaning of Jungkook's actions. Some call it a genius branding strategy, but many are quick to refute the notion. Because from his facial expressions, from his body gestures, and from how he notices every detail around him, it is clear that this is not about imagery. It's about love. It's about the heart.